10 seconds remaining.
Alright, hey guys, Echo here. It's going to be another chill cast slash commentary slash me pretending I know what I'm talking about. This is the Shanghai Major group stages. This is Group B, I believe, and it's Vici game versus Fnatic game 1. Pretty excited for this. I haven't seen Vici play since MDL, I think is the last tournament they played at. I don't even know if they played at MDL, but that's ringing a bell in my head, so I'm going to assume that's correct. Already pretty deep in the draft. It was quite a delay, but you know, we're here. Real quick, Lone Druid and Chen picked up by Fnatic. I am scared for Vici. Already, Fnatic has insane pushing power. They also have great lanes. Vici's gonna have to get really aggressive, I think, and start off with a really good or a big advantage. I'm not sure how they're gonna do that, but I'd imagine it's going to revolve around Tusk, preferably FY playing it. It doesn't really seem like a Fenrir hero, and I think he's played it in the past. I know Ice plays it, but I really don't think it's a core hero. And additionally, Bat Rider is picked up, so it's more likely that Bat is either mid or offlane. I guess I could do Bat offlane and Tusk support, or Bat mid and Tusk offlane, but that just seems like two really low damage cores to me, and I don't think that's something that they want to go for, especially if they want to win early. There's some things they could do, but we'll see, I suppose. Okay, so PL and Morphling banned out by Fnatic. Morphling is pretty unsurprising. Fnatic just doesn't have the heroes to really deal with it. Morphling is also like pretty okay against Chen. He provides like a very high nuke damage. He can also get to the backlines very quickly. It's also really hard for Chen to kill him, and that's like the main thing. Whereas many other carries will just fold. Alright, sorry, I got a message. Okay. So OD and Jug picked up or banned by Vici, pretty standard, just strong, solid heroes. Good laners that also scale. Phoenix is picked up by Vici. I'm curious to see whether or not they'd choose to go for the support Phoenix with the Max Sunray build that other teams have been using, like MVP. I'd actually really love it to see a hero that MVP like kind of innovated be picked up by like a top tier team like Vici. We'll see though.
10 seconds remaining.
Actually, I really think the Sunray build is quite strong. It's like it's a little scary because your HP gets so low as Phoenix, but you do so much damage. Like 5% damage per second is insane. It's actually just insane. It's so much damage. Like there are very few support heroes that can dish out this high, consistent amount of damage, like a Phoenix can. Like Skywrath Mage comes to mind, but it's not percentage damage. So Phoenix can just do like insane amounts of magic damage to heroes with very high HP, as long as, you know, Sunray is maxed. It's pretty cool. Okay, so Fnatic go again with another pushing hero. Chen Shadow Shaman is a pretty greedy support duo, but they have very good setup for kills, and if they get rolling, then it's actually pretty amazing, like the amount of pushing power they have.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't see too much other synergy. I like Tusk and Phoenix together, just because like a Tusk provides a lot of control for the Supernova. It's very hard to escape from a Tusk. Like he's one of the best chasing heroes in the game, and sometimes you want to run away from Supernova rather than kill the egg. So Tusk is pretty good with Phoenix. Sven picked up by Vici. I think it's pretty good. The Warcry is very high value this game because of the amount of physical damage that Fnatic have. I think they just picked this up because Sven is becoming like the new Juggernaut, in a sense that he's just picked very often. He's like a very standard basic carry that I think reliable is a better word, what I'm looking for, rather than basic. He's just very reliable. You can pretty much always get like decently farmed on Sven and have your items.
5 seconds remaining.
Downsides are he's fairly kiteable. But with the right amount of control, such as Tusk and Bat Rider, that can be nullified. I'm interested to see what Vici decides to go with for their support duo, though. I would imagine it's going to be Tusk and Phoenix, which is pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen that specific duo, but we'll see. Fnatic needs some sort of early game hero. Okay, that's not what I expected. It's still pretty good though. It's quite good against Phoenix. I would say it's great against Phoenix, pretty good against Tusk, okay against Sven, not really that great. It can be extremely good against Batrider, and this is because Batrider wants to spam his spells. Curse of the Sign is actually pretty effective if he chooses to skill it. Additionally, if Silencer is like an amazing god tier player with like inhuman reaction time, he can global before Bat lassos after he blinks in, so he can ruin his initiation that way. Also, when Bat lassos a target, you can just global anyway, even though like you might not prevent the lasso or whatever, and then his team can't follow up with anything but right clicks.
10 seconds remaining.
Beastmaster ban from Vici. I think they're just banning this because it fits with the theme of Fnatic's team composition. It provides a lot of pushing power. Additionally, it provides like a lot of extra vision, like with the Hawk, that is very scary for Batrider, because this hero wants to be in fog and hidden, so that he can blink from fog and get a lasso on a hero. So Beastmaster is quite good in that sense. Night Stalker is banned by Fnatic. I'm not really sure why they did that. I guess it's just because Night Stalker can pressure the Silencer like fairly easily, and the Rasta as well. But last pick Invoker from Vici. Pretty surprised Invoker made it through this far, but it's pretty good here. Invoker and Phoenix have a lot of synergy with Deafening Blast and Supernova. The disarm is incredible. Additionally, you can use Tornado if Deafening Blast isn't up, as long as you don't prevent the stun from Supernova.
10 seconds remaining.
Nyx pickup from Fnatic. I love this hero so much. I'm really glad to see him picked. He's incredible against all of these int heroes. Like, he's great against Bat, he's great against Invoker. Invoker has, I think, the highest int gain in the game at like 4.0 or something, which is insane. So Mana Burn is going to do a ton of damage. Additionally, anytime Phoenix goes for a Sunray, assuming he's going for the Sunray builds, Nyx can just Carapace and then blink stun, and Phoenix is dead. Like, he actually just dies. I really like this pick, and I think they have the early game potential to support it. I'm a bit worried about their scaling, but it's going to be okay. Like, it won't be horrible. So it's Silencer mid. Or I'm assuming it's Silencer mid. Nyx off lane, Lone Druid safe. They could additionally do Nyx solo safe against the Phoenix or the Batrider. Okay, so it is Bat. No, you can't do Nyx against Bat. Take that back. It has to be Silencer or Lone Druid laning against that. Okay. So right away, he supports TPing into lanes.
Prepare for battle.
Rasta TPing top to get a ward down. Tusk does not have... Oh, he does have a ward. Okay. So it did end up being a Tusk and Phoenix support duo. That's pretty cool. I'm a fan. So this ward is interesting, right? It's pretty useless, like, when it comes to in the lane. Like, you can see him going to the jungle camp, but they get a lot of information here as to what, Fnatic's lanes are. Actually, it's just quite useful against Lone Druid as an offlane hero, just because, like, you know he's going to be at this camp, or he's going to be going to this camp, very often, so it's good to have that vision. It looks like it's getting pinged out, though. Yeah, he has sentry wards, he's going to deward it.
30 seconds.
Okay, so I'd imagine Fnatic have studied up on Vici, because that is a very unusual spot to place a ward. It does look like it's going to be Nyx mid. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure how the Nyx Invoker matchup goes in lane. I'd imagine it's actually not that good for Nyx, just because Invoker has a range, damage, everything advantage. Nyx does have like pretty good damage, and he has very high regen and decent armor. So I guess he can't get like pushed out of lane. I'm interested to see how it plays out though. It's certainly not something you see like very often. Okay. Okay. Pretty standard lane setup. So we do see Ice 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 just completely abandoning his lane. Silencer and Rasta is a nightmare lane. They have insane amounts of control, very high damage with glaives and last word. This Bat Rider is just not going to do anything there. He's just not going to do anything in this lane. So he defaults to going to harass the Chen a little bit. He's not going to do too much, but he is going to annoy him, and he's going to slow down his farm slightly. Comes to harass mid. This is like classic Ice 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 play. He's always looking to do something. He would much rather like go do something on the map than just sit up here and, you know, soak the denied XP. Okay, we see Tusk going to harass the Lone Druid. I do like this play. He needs to be careful though. Yikes. Okay, I mean, it's not bad. He took a lot of damage for that though. Okay. So it actually looks like Nyx is winning very heavily in the damage trade. The damage and regen trade. He's still full. He's only used one Tango, whereas Invoker has used his other Tango, and I guess Quas is quite helpful for this, so that's not too big a deal. Nyx can never kill Invoker, like not until way later. They can kill him with Chen creeps, though, if they have a smoke. I would like to see... Okay, they do have a smoke on Courier. That's good. I was going to say I do want to see Fnatic smoke on mid, because I feel like this Invoker is pretty vulnerable. Okay, I'm pretty worried about this Bat Rider. I think he's going to have a really bad time. A Bat that can't even get level 2 is in a lot of trouble. You can go jungle. It's just going to take you a very long time. And he also doesn't really have any stacks to work with that I can see. Yeah, I mean, he has this one, but this is not super good by any means. Okay, so FY is going for the Sunray build. I hope he maxes it. That'd be so cool, man. That'd be... Like, even if MVP doesn't win this tournament, it's something that, like, they innovated. They left their mark already. It's only group stages. Really cool. Okay. So SSA stack at Ancients for the Sven. It's pretty cool, actually. So even though he's a level 1 hero, he's still impacting the game. Something a lot of offlaners won't do. A lot of pub offlaners, anyway. Okay, I'm interested to see what Silencer ends up building. I really like the Illidan Silencer carry build, actually. He goes Rod of Atos into a Assault Cuirass. And it's like a really nice combination of CC, HP, attack speed, and damage. And it's quite nice. It feels very nice to play. Realistically, though, this game he might need a BKB. So the amount of magic damage that Vici has is pretty crazy. He can basically just die in a stun or a lasso. He doesn't have that. He can probably still die without it, so maybe that's not true. Maybe that's not a good play. I do think Atos is quite good, though. Okay. Okay, if I picks up a haste, probably not going to do anything with it. See though. He's fake placing a ward here. Oh no, he actually placed it. Okay. Also, very important note here. FY has the Phoenix cosmetic ward skin, and he's playing Phoenix. Extremely important. He also pops a smoke here. He can die. Okay, now he's gonna live. So he's gonna live here. Oh, okay. Just kidding. Holy shit.
The shades demand flesh.
Okay, Test of Faith good spell. Ether Shot good spell. I thought he was gonna live because Rasa had cast Shackles before the Icarus dive came out, so he could just dive away. But he ended up just getting nuked down midair. That's pretty funny. So he did tank the gank supposedly for burning, so that's not super bad, and also super safe. So it's probably like one of the better heroes that could have died. I think Tusk is like slightly better, but still good for Vici that he died rather than a core. Okay. Mirror is dead. I'm not sure what the snowball was. It might have been a misclick or something, but it looked like it was intentional, like he was trying to make an aggressive play. I want to see Vici start shifting gears and focusing on the silencer, because this hero is actually very vulnerable. Like, he has a pretty good amount of damage, but he's extremely weak to aggression. I think they could kill him with Tusk Phoenix and even Bat. Like, those heroes could just kill this silencer. It gets a bit scary when you start factoring Hand of God and like Nyx TPs, Rasa TPs, but yeah, it's definitely doable, just killing him with those 3 heroes. I think this is actually the play, for Vici, is to focus on this silencer rather than trying to defend towers. They don't have great tower defense at all. I mean, they have great counter engage in Batrider and Invoker, and even Tusk to an extent. He has good catch, but they have no way to actually defend this. So I would have rather them TP top here. I think that would have been a better macro play. Even if they don't end up killing this guy or getting the tower, they're at least applying some pressure. Whereas they just spent, like 30-40 seconds down here. Unless they plan on fighting. If they plan on fighting with 5 here, then it might be okay. But I feel like the safer play is to go top and pressure the silencer. Okay. Pretty close.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, so Vici are rotating top, nice. I really like this. I think they should have done it a bit earlier, but this should almost certainly result in a kill if they land the snowball, or if they land a tornado. They have multiple ways to have this gank go well. So Silencer knows that something is up because this level 4 Batrider is just like aggressively pushing out the lane, so he knows something is going on. So he's playing very safe, but he's gonna die anyway. He does have global. Okay, good. Okay, Silencer's about to fall. Okay, pretty good. It looks like Silencer did not steal any int there. Yeah, he didn't steal any int, so luckily for Tusk, he still has his mana. Overall, that's a good play for Vici. They did lose their bottom tower, but that's just bound to happen against this lineup. They don't have any outspam really, other than Invoker and Tusk, so at least not until Phoenix is higher level. Okay, mid one going for a kill. An FY, very easy kill. Yeah, all he has to do is land this stun. Nice kill by him. Finishes up his Arcane Boots. He's pretty rich. His CS is rather low for 9 minutes, but he was laning against an Invoker. He doesn't need to be too farmed in order to impact this game. This solo hero counters so many heroes on Vici. Like, it's great against Fen, because Fen has a low mana pool. Great against Invoker, because Invoker's int gain is so high. Great against Batrider as a counter engage. He can just Carapace in the fire. And then stun Bat afterward. That's quite good. It's great against Phoenix, obviously, like I already talked about that earlier. Just a pretty good hero this game, all around. At least a good control hero. Okay, FaZe picked up on Lone Druid. Not much else other than that. Okay, mid one, Invis up looking for a kill. I don't know this guy's name. That's pretty silly of me. Kind of sad. I'm gonna call him mid one though. Maybe Nyx Assassin will do just fine. He can solo the Phoenix, but it looks like they scouted him out. Oh no, that was no. I scouted him out. I believe it was off the sentry when he walked up this way. Vendetta is running out shortly here. He has to make a decision pretty quickly. But it's okay to just, like, get vision for his team. It's completely fine. So basically him standing here just secured Fnatic, the top tower. He let his team know that there was no one rotating, so they were in the clear. Okay, Rasta getting some XP bottom. Pretty good stuff. If he gets an early blink, it's quite good against these heroes. He's a good counter engage hero. Additionally, he can blink Hex Phoenix whenever she Icarus dives in. Or he. It's they. I think I'll go with they. Whenever they Icarus dive in. Okay, Burning's starting to do the Ancient stack. This is a bit scary. Fnatic have no vision of this, but it's still rather scary. They could very easily come contest. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. Burning's going to finish it, though. Okay. Just on the edge of being in trouble. Fnatic getting ready to push mid. I'd like to see them have some sort of vision up. I guess Nyx is like their supplementary vision. Or substitution vision is a decent way to put it. Oh, he's choking the stun. Okay, you got it, nice. So this that little hesitation can be game losing. Or at least fight losing. When you hesitate on the stun after your Vendetta hit with Nyx. It's super hard to hit actually. Like it's a really hard spell to hit, but you gotta just go for it. Worked out fine though. He ended up landing it, so good on him. Okay, Phoenix nuking down the creep wave. Fnatic do take the tower though. They can very easily transition this into Roche with wards and Lone Druid. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Good play by them. Vici pretty much have... no, they actually can defend. If Invoker gets some more mana, he has a full stick, so... I think they could defend this with Supernova and Invoker spells. It's actually quite scary for Fnatic to fight in this pit. They need to go, or Vici needs to go in like very quickly though. Mid one needs to drop this guy. Getting Carapace on the way down. Okay. You can always Carapace at the end of Tornado, by the way. You can Carapace and then stun. Invoker will get stunned by the Carapace, and then it's a free stun with Impale. So, small Nyx tip. Okay, is there a mech up yet? There's not a mech up yet. Chen is fairly poor. He's been focusing a lot on pressuring rather than farming.
A healing hand.
I don't necessarily disagree with that, by the way. I particularly like supports that can farm. Okay. Good one does end up dying. Oh no, wow, he barely lives. The bottle charges. Okay, so that's pretty bad for Vici. Like, their first Supernova of the game, it's a total dud. They don't get any kills, no objectives. It's very bad, actually. This might... I don't want to say it's game, but it's very scary for Vici at this point. Their Sven is not going to have enough time to come online if Fnatic keep up the pressure like they should. Like now Vici's next fight opportunity is in 1 minute. And they're going to lose their 2-2 tower by then. Maybe even 2 T2 towers. I think it's very feasible for Fnatic to push the T2 mid or bottom and then go mid. There is a blink up on bat though. This is like the saving grace. ISS just has an impossible lane and he somehow comes out with a 14-minute blink. I picks up Rasta. Great pickup. Global from Mushi, but... Okay. He actually saves his teammate. Alright, that's really surprising. I thought for sure Net was gonna die there. He just got pulled into 5 heroes on Vici, or 4 heroes rather. I guess they didn't have a Sven, so they had not much physical damage, but I still feel like he should have died. I guess it was great spell usage by him. Like, in addition to the global silence, he also hexed and shackled somebody after dropping wards, so he wasn't taking like 2 heroes worth of right clicks. So maybe that's what saved him. So pretty cool play from Fnatic. It does suck that they have to use global for support, but they get the T2 tower, which is great. This really opens up the map for them and constricts the map for Vici. Now it's scary to just walk out, and farm this wave because you don't know if they're here this year. Okay. So this is one of the downsides of Silencer, actually, is like he has no way to regen, and like no obvious regen item, so you just have to send yourself salves like Mushi's doing here. Not a horrible thing, but it is a cost of playing the hero. And it looks like he is going for the Ethos build. I think AC is pretty okay here. It's good against Sven for sure. Looks like Burning is getting gone on. He's dead. They have no way to save him. That's pretty disastrous. Good play by Fnatic though. That's Vici's big like farming hero. This is the guy that's going to carry them in the late game. And at this point, like if he dies maybe once more in the next like 5-6 minutes, it might even be GG. I mean, I hate calling GG early, but this game is looking very grim for Vici. I don't think they even outscale Fnatic that hard. Like they do outscale them, but not until way later anyway. I'd say like level 16 Phoenix is when they start to like really crush fights. Depending on the BKB status of Fnatic, but yeah. Okay, Vici doing their best to spam out the creep wave with AoE nukes. Yeah, SSS goes in, but it's really tough for him to get a lasso or a good lasso off against his team. Does end up going down. They pick up Chen though, but not before he gets off Hand of God. Okay. Net goes down. Good stun by mid one. Blinks away. Mushi can still die here. He does have Aegis though. I think he might have even been able to turn at this point and just bait it, but I guess he wanted to save his Aegis, which is totally fine. Oh, he actually goes for a blink. Interesting. So this is making up for Silencer's like extreme lack of mobility. That's pretty interesting. Like he has a lot of spells to dodge too. All of Invoker's spells, Sven stun, Tusk Snowball, and Ice Shards. Like it's not a bad pickup at all, actually. Okay. Okay, so now Invoker is quite rich. Well, not rich, but like he's doing much better than he was before due to that last fight. So Vici is not completely out of the game. I would say if they kill Mushi here, their chances of winning the game like increase by quite a bit, like probably 20 or 30%. Just them winning this small team fight was pretty important for them. They needed some kind of injection of gold because they were just getting nothing before, except for on burning, of course. Okay, so Fnatic respond with a smoke of their own. That's not going to catch anything though. They could run into the enemy secret shot, but the smoke would be running out at that point, so they would have to pop another one, so pretty unlikely. Okay, looks like the game is slowing down a little bit. Fnatic might force this T2, but we will see. I'd imagine that is their play. Okay, so Nyx is likely going for the Aghanims build. I think this is super good. It's the amount of like extra range and the cooldown reduction that Aghanims gives Nyx is invaluable. And additionally, the damage reduction is really nice too. But so it allows you to set up and just like really crush a siege on either end, actually. So Tusk gets initiated on. Looks like he's likely going to go down. Yep. Okay, Tusk dies. Not the worst. Not the best though either. They need his AoE damage for this wave. So Fnatic actually can just go high ground here. They need to make sure that their counter engages on Batrider are very good. You'll see Ice. Ooh, okay. So it was a good idea to Firefly and start damaging the creeps, but you got really punished for it. Fnatic trap wards, but they're going to back off. Basically, like Global was used at a semi-inopportune time. At least an inopportune aggressive time. It's fine to just Global and then run away. So really not a big loss for Fnatic. They get a lot of chip damage on the tower, which is quite impactful actually. Oh, this will matter later. Or it could matter later, that's more accurate. Vici immediately respond with the smoke. I really like this. They have burning, just pushing top. It's gonna become obvious soon, but it's not obvious right now what Vici is doing. I'd say it's obvious right now that this mid wave is showing mid and nobody's farming it, so Okay, yeah, so Ohio, he senses it and backs off. Good play by him. Oh no, he's running back in. Alright. Okay. That was a really nice try. Okay, nice egg. They're not going to be able to focus this down. Nice, nice, chasing it down DJ. DJ TP's out. Really nice done by mid one. This is actually bad for Vici. This is so bad for Vici. Okay, Fenrir is just going to go in and die here. More int for Mushi. Up to plus 16. That's a really nice 3-man stun by mid one. Ohio tried to go for a very big play here. Like, he saw that Batrider was going to blink in, so he got a Primal Roar ready. Or I think that's what it's called. Savage Roar. He got Savage Roar ready. And, like, he tried to precast it, in a sense. Like, he tried to time it so that as soon as Bat blinked in. But he was, like, literally 0.3 seconds late. It was super close. It was a really nice try. That would have been, like, an amazing play. Because, like, all of this movement that Vici does here through the jungle is just completely wasted if he gets that off. So, really good try by him. Looks like Mushi's going to go for BKB. Could be an SNY, I guess, but I'd expect it to be a BKB. He needs the survivability on this game. Did mention that earlier. Chen is going for a drum. This really is like the tournament of drums. It's pretty interesting. I don't think I'd ever expect to see it on a Chen. Normally you'd expect something like a Ghost Scepter or like other support items like Piper, Force, or whatever, or an Aghanims even. I think an Aghanims actually, like, it just serves the purpose of drums. Like, except it's just a better item. It's more expensive, obviously, but like, unless the drum charges are the reason why teams are picking it up, I don't see why it's so insanely popular. Okay, Samushi is going for BKB, picks up the recipe to confirm it. So Nyx is running into a weird period where he's just like, his item progression isn't going to be very high unless they keep winning back-to-back fights. Basically, like, his hero just does not farm. Like, you'll often see Nyxes go for Hand of Midas or something similar in order to, like, keep their item progression going as they go for ganks. Because this hero just doesn't want to show in a lane. Basically, whenever you show in a lane as a hero like Nyx, who is a ganker, you're telling the enemy team that, hey, I can't be, you know, exactly where you are. Like, you're giving them a safety net of sorts.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
That's up on Nyx. He's going to go down. Okay, that's actually pretty impactful. He gets very little gold just because he's not farming, and every death like that really matters for him. That's also, you know, a big window where Vici doesn't have to worry about Nyx scouting them or anything. They can just do whatever they want at this point. It might just be to go farm, but we'll see. Okay, drums complete on Chen. Not a super big deal. Fnatic does smoke up. It looks like there's going to be a fight here. I think it all depends on how the global silence goes. If they can global and kill Phoenix before the fight starts, then I think they're in good shape. Oh, Phoenix picked up a drum too. What is going on? This is really weird. Alright. This tournament really is just the tourney of drums. I don't get it. Tuska's going for drum too. Everyone's buying drum. This is like the secret meta? What's happening? I mean, I like the item. It gives a lot of stats. Damn. Alright, anyway, there's a rage fight going on. Let's get our heads in the game here. Super's got a BKB. It's quite good against Nyx. Probably a necessity, actually. Mid one is making space, so his team can finish Rosh. Super nice SA, start focus on the Rosh though. Mushi's gonna go down very quickly. Phoenix Egg is gonna complete. This is really bad for Fnatic. Mushi's gonna respawn and probably instantly die. That's not the best blink. He should have blinked onto high ground. Okay, so Mushi's just gonna lose his Aegis right away. That's very unfortunate.
The silence is broken.
Okay, so Silencer dies twice, Lone Dwarf goes on once, and they trade Batrider. Dire also got the Roshan Golden experience, so it's not the absolute worst, but still not super good. Vici is like taking control of this game now. Their team fight is coming on online, like very strong. Very strongly. Is strongly a word? Who knows? It is now. It's actually it's pretty crazy how quickly this Fnatic lineup started falling off. It's basically as soon as they lost this mid fight around this area.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
It was also the BKB timings of Vici. All these magic reliant heroes are just not very good against BKBs. That's about all there is to it. They're gonna have to rely on Lone Druid now. And he does have a pretty reasonably timed Radiance, but you have to remember this is also like our Radiance, our fast Radiance, including like all of his tower golds. Like they have every single T2 on the map. That is a lot of gold, or extra gold. So it's not like he's super farmed for this point in the game. I do want to see a Vici fight every time they have like Supernova up though, at this point. Fnatic's saving grace is that they're pretty hard to breach high ground against. Especially once they get Nyx Aghanim's. The combination of Global and Hand of God and Wards and all of their CC just makes it really hard for them to be dove. It's very hard to commit for kills. Okay, lasso onto Nyx. Pretty hard target to lasso. Global comes out. Fenrir in trouble. Mushi in trouble. That's not good. Alright. Egg comes out. It's not going to do too much, but it'll reset his cooldowns. Burning misses the last hit on DJ. That's unfortunate. Wards are going to be farmed up, looks like.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Vici will take the T2. So that's actually a pretty okay fight for Vici. Every kill they get on Silencer is really good. He's like a big part of their late game. And they're dealing his BKB quite a bit. Okay, Super went for a Deso. He went for just a straight right-click build on an Invoker. It's pretty interesting. I guess it's relatively effective because he gets so much attack speed from Wix, in addition to Alacrity. Also, the extra armor reduction helps with first Fen. It's also a good way to deal with the bear, because Invoker is one of those heroes that just like isn't super good against Lone Druid, just because like he wants to nuke people, and the bear is very resistant to nukes. But he's not resistant to right clicks, especially Desolator right clicks. It's only got, what? Yeah, 11 armor with, 5 bonus armor from Iron Talon and Bassi Ring. So pretty interesting build from Super, but I actually kind of like it. So it would be bad if he didn't have this BKB and he went for like some other damage item. But because he has a BKB, he can do damage with his Desolator, like through all of the CC of Fnatic. So the BKB is like the linchpin here. It also gives them some pushing power, like some range pushing power. Like their heroes are not naturally good at just hitting towers, but Invoker's, he's okay if he gets a Deso. Not the best, not the worst.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower.
Okay, Burning's going for a crit. That's his third, let's call it fourth item. He has Helma Dominator and Blink. This is like one item combined. Nyx is closing in on his Ags. Just needs 750. That will make their high ground defense that much more difficult for Vici to handle. Nyx is really looking for something, but Vici's not giving it to him. I think Vici suspects that Fnatic is smoking right now. Vici might look to smoke as well. Oh, looks like they're not. BKB is complete on Silencer. It's a big item. Much less of a chance of him just getting blown up in a fight now. Vici smoked up, looking for a pick. Looks like Fnatic also smells this a little bit. They're backing off quite fast, or quite quickly. Vici does scout them with a ward, though. So this is really good info for them. They know they're pretty much in the clear. They can just have Sven push this, and Fnatic won't suspect too much. They actually smoke right away, and it's going to get popped. Teamfight's going to break out. Nice tornado by Super. Pretty good EMP. Good defensive position as well. FY's in the corner. Carapace comes out. FY's going to get a good egg off here. Last one to Mushi. He gets a global off before he dies, though. It's a little bit too little too late, though. Like, he needed to do that much earlier if they wanted to win this fight. Ohio goes down. Yeah, alright. Looks like Vici have pretty much secured the win. It's a pretty convincing team fight win. Although it was unfortunate positioning for Fnatic. The fog really favored Vici in that scenario. Nyx wasn't able to find a good initiation where whereas Batrider was. He got Mushi. Basically held him in place, and Mushi didn't get a good global off because he was pressured so hard. I think those are one of those fights where you just have to like global as soon as your team gets tornadoed. You can't let them just die. It's like a super hard decision though, because Vici's option is just to immediately run back as soon as global comes out. So really tough decision by Mushi, or for Mushi rather. Apologies, I'm tired. Great. That was a nice cleave kill by Burning on the creeps. Okay, I think Fnatic are out of smokes at this point. I'm not sure how to check. I see this is restock, but I don't know for which team. Maybe it will change if I look at... Okay, so Fnatic are out of smokes and start Vici, so the game might just slow down here. I would like to see Vici keep up the aggression now that they're quite strong, but we will see how it goes. Looks like Phoenix is going to go for a BKB of his own. This is mainly just to stop global, or have an instant purge for himself for global. Alternatively, he could have gone for a Lotus Orb or something similar, but I think BKB is completely fine. Pretty good item. BKB is better than Lotus Orb if he wants to be selfish, though, specifically because he can't get countered by Nyx with Carapace. Also, important thing to note is this Nyx was middle lane, and he took up a lot of space, at least for that short amount of time, and he's only level 12 at 34 minutes, whereas if we look at Invoker, he's level 18. This is just because Nyx does not farm as a hero. Like, his kit is not suited for farming and just pushing out lanes. This is why people very often get Midas on him. I think going Arcane's wand blink into Midas would have been completely fine, and like, maybe, yeah, it delays his Ags by like a few minutes or something like that, but I think it's still quite valuable. The extra levels and farm you get will pay off, and it'll especially pay off in a game like this, where you're not able to connect on too many kills. He did have a great game, don't get me wrong. I think the item choices were a bit off. Okay, data list completed for Burning. This guy really is quite farmed. He's had the run of the map for the most part, but still. He's a rich hero.
Repent.
Looks like there's going to be a Roche standoff pretty soon here. It is spawned, both teams know. Smokes are still on cooldown. Vici's for much longer. It's about 7 minutes now. Probably more like 6.5. So Burning really wants to push this creep wave, but he doesn't know where Fnatic is. He suspects that they're smoking or something similar, but they're just as scared as he is. Now they're gonna scout with Nyx though. Looks like smart play by mid one here. He knows that like there's a distinct possibility that Vici is baiting with the sentry, or just waiting around this corner with the sentry, so he doesn't just walk into the jungle blindly. Like he respects Vici enough to do this. Really good play by him. He could have very easily just walked into a death there and lost his team the game. Oh, he can get a Carapace off in the Firefly now. It'd actually be quite easy for him to do it here. Okay, yeah, there's a Carapace on bat. Doesn't get the lasso off, and dies before he gets stunned. Or before he gets the lasso off. Brilliant play by mid one. Nice deafening blast on 2. Egg gets focused down. Burning's gonna have issues here. He's gonna get kited. The bear dies. Yeah, Burning just dies. Alright. Really great team fight by Fnatic, actually. Okay, so this all came down to mid one doing his job and carapacing inside the Firefly. It didn't allow Batrider to get a lasso, and prevented any of his cores from like being under pressure at the start of the fight. Great play by mid one.
Got it.
Okay, so Axe is complete. On Nyx, it's not going to matter too much in this game until Vici starts to pressure high ground, which at this point they might not get an opportunity to. We'll have to see how it plays out. Roche goes to Fnatic. It's 37, okay. I would like to see Mushi pick up some attack speed here. I think it would really benefit him and his team. Like, he just needs to do a little bit more damage. Nyx is going to start to do less and less damage as time goes on. At least to heroes that are not Invoker and Bat. I suppose Lundred will continue to scale, but one hero isn't enough against pick-off heroes like Batrider. There's also potential for Sven to just two-shot him, like in a stun. Pretty scary. He does have cheese, so I suppose if he can get it off, he won't die instantly, but still quite scary for sure. I hope the game doesn't drag out here. I have a feeling it's going to. It's very typical of like Chinese Dota, but it's okay. It looks like Fnatic is grouping up to the bottom side of the jungle. They know they can pressure right now. At the very least, they can just have one person off farming, or have the bear off split pushing with Radiance, and just siege the tower with Nyx and Mana Burns and Impulse. That would be quite good in my opinion. But a nice Firefly here from Ice Ice Ice. It's clearing the creep wave, so if Fnatic were to push, they wouldn't be able to. Okay, so he does have the bear to go top, and this is going to push this wave out slowly but surely with the Radiance Burn. Pretty good. That's what they need. They need extra pressure in order for this push to happen. Chen creeps are pushing mid meanwhile as well, so they just have summons pushing out these 2 lanes. This is 6.86 Dota. So Mushi only almost has a refresher. I am not super big on it. I would like him to get some attack speed, but it is good because Vici have so many BKBs, and they're also getting quite short. So if he globals and then Vici uses their BKBs to break the global, or to purge it, so to speak, he can just refresh and global again. And then they have a rock in their inventory. But anyway, fight breaks out, Nyx instantly dies, and Fnatic have to run. Alright. And Chen almost gets 2-shot. Okay, excellent. Good try by Ice Ice. Yeah, that was a good snag on Nyx. So this fight went completely differently. And, you know, similar things happened, but Nyx wasn't able to counter-engage with Carapace on Firefly. So back gets a lasso off, Vici wins the fight. That's pretty much how this goes. It super sucks, but that's how it is. That is how Batrider works. Even in games like this, where Fnatic had a super big lead early on, this hero is just amazing at winning fights. Oh, hey, sorry, I wasn't reading chat. It's tough to say. I think it really just comes down to whether or not Nyx can counter-engage against Bat. I think if Nyx doesn't get good counter-engages off, then Vici will win. I think if he can get good counter-engages off, then Fnatic will win. I think this guy is the linchpin here. Okay. So we have an AC on either team, one on Invoker, one on Lone Druid. It matters quite a bit in games where physical damage is so big. Most of the damage on Fnatic comes from physical units, whether it's wards or Lone Druid Bear or Silencer. Silencer does a bit of pure too, but physical damage is there for sure. Also, you know, Sven does a little bit of physical damage, so having some armor for your team helps quite a bit. Lone Druid also picked up a Ghost. This is a really good buy. Sven is a hero that like doesn't really want to get a Diffusal, but he kind of has to, or somebody else has to get it for him in order to purge the Ghost Scepter. If Sven can't hit somebody, he's not happy. That's how it is. I think it'd be totally fine for like Batright to pick up a Diffusal, or to have Tusker or Phoenix do it. I would like to see FY be able to pick up like a Shiva's or something similar, but his item progression is kind of stunted. That is the cost of going for this drum build that is very popular on seemingly every hero, is your item progression kind of slows down if you don't keep winning fights. And this game hasn't been too action-packed, all things considered, so... Anyway, Vici grouping up to hit the Rex. They're basically just waiting for Ice to get a good lasso opportunity. Okay, yeah, you'll see Ice, he's going straight for Nyx. He knows that this Nyx hero is super important. Yeah, Nyx, he gets sent back actually. Okay, that's very impactful. Super goes down before getting any spells off. Burning's gonna follow. Yeah, if I can't save him, Burning's just dead. Right.
Your lips are sealed.
Good fight from Fnatic. They made use of the double global here. What happened was Super popped his BKB, and Mushi refreshed, and then globaled again, and Super can cast any spells. Broker's not the best hero if he can't cast spells, even if with this right-click build. Okay, so Fnatic's gonna push, force buybacks. Obviously, Burning has buyback. He's burning. Super has it as well. Fenrir does not, but not a big deal. They don't really need him as much as they do the chorus. It really sucks that they're gonna have to burn buyback here, but they have to. It's a lone druid. They do have glyph, but yeah, there's the Sven buyback. So you'll notice that Vici didn't buy back on two heroes instantly. They used Sven buyback first to see if Fnatic will back off, but yeah. Yeah, here Invoker buys back as soon as the fight starts. Okay, so Fnatic has no global here, so they're gonna lose this fight. That's just how it is. Even with a decent Carapace or stun or whatever. Okay, nice snipe by FY. Okay, so it's not a total disaster for Fnatic. They get the tower. And, yeah. They might have to buy back on Nyx here. Oh, they don't have buyback. Okay. A little scary. Well, there's a GG rune top. I think they could very easily, or Vici could very easily push with this. Nyx is a big part of Fnatic's defense with his Aghanim's range on all of his spells. Super is in not a good spot here. Okay, that's only one goal below, and he still has BKB. It was really good discipline by Super to know that he's not in danger, and to not immediately BKB the ultimate. Or the global silence. It's good stuff by him. And Vici are gonna back off. Alright. Probably for the best. It's really hard to push into the Nyx. I think that's the biggest thing with this hero is like he's pretty impossible to push into. You need to pick him off, or pick off like so many of his other heroes that they can't defend. Okay, Aghanim's picked up for super. Probably a pretty good choice at this point. You want to be able to cast many spells later in the game. Now that you have the mana pool to support it, or support all of the spells. Okay, Refresher is back up for Mushi, but Global is not. They still have a minute on that. Roshan is up as well, so expect the teams to start, you know, moseying on over to Rosh. Probably farming in that area rather than others. I think Fnatic are going to come out slightly ahead in this if they choose to go for Rosh now, because they have this top wave pushing in. This is putting some pressure on Vici. It's not like, you know, an insurmountable amount of pressure, or like smothering him out, but it does matter. It does matter quite a bit. Okay, so Vici no longer has vision in the pit, but Fnatic does. Fnatic are playing very scared though. They sense that Vici is smoking. I don't believe they had any vision, yeah. So if Vici go for this, they're... yeah, okay. They can do it quite quickly though, because they have AC and Deso. That was a sick play actually. That was really good. They knew they had the damage to just instantly kill it. So now their timing is wait for God Strength, and then they need to go really fast. And just at least get a Rax. And okay. So Fnatic choose to fight here. Interesting. Pretty good egg spot. It's not going to get countered. Super is quite low, but he has Aegis. Mushi goes down. Burning still has cheese and Satanic up. He's not at risk at all. Looks like this is a one fight for Vici. Okay, yeah. Nice execution by Vici. They did that without having God Strength as well. You can see it's still on cooldown for 20 seconds from the Rosh. It's a good play by them. Okay, so I'd like to see them force buybacks here. Again, Nyx doesn't have any buyback because he can't farm. Pretty unfortunate, as he's a huge part of their defense. See how it goes though. Silencer does a buyback, luckily. I think the game would be over otherwise. Pretty tough though. Definitely pretty tough for a Fnatic. Okay, Burning still has cheese. He's not really in danger at all. Okay, man's up on Mushi. He can't go too deep here. If he gets rooted, yeah, that's super bad place to get rooted. He's gonna get whaled by the towers and Mushi. Okay, big overextension by Mushi, or by Burning. He needed to back up after he popped cheese. Like, he got unlucky and he got rooted on like the second hit, but still, that's a very rare positioning mistake from Burning. So this is gonna delay the game like probably 6 minutes, 7 minutes at least. Man, you don't really see Chinese carries make this kind of mistake where they go very aggressive. I understand he's trying to go for the big play, but that's a pretty shocking mistake for him Burning actually. Okay. Wait, Super died? Why is his body back here? What happened? Okay, I don't know what happened there, but Super's dead. That's not good. He has no buyback. That's not good. Okay, Sven has no buyback for 50 either. And this is against the lone druid too. They might just lose their base and lose the game off that. That would be so depressing. Alright, nice Gobo comes out. Okay, pretty okay egg, but it's gonna get broken. It did quite a bit of damage, but really not that value. Okay, Fnatic just win. That certainly freaking happened really fast. And it's mostly because Burning just... He overextended and he got rooted at an inopportune time. That's pretty crazy. Alright. So Fnatic take game 1. That's super unexpected. You'd expect a team like Vici to be able to beat Fnatic, but I guess this is the tournament of the C group stage. First MVP beating eHome, and now Fnatic beating VG. We'll see if they can take the series. That'd be nice. Alright, so this was game 1 of Vici versus Fnatic in the Shanghai major group stages. This is like a chill commentary analysis / me pretending I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. Thanks for your time. Peace.